Courage isn't having the strength to go on, it is going on when you don't have strength. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. The strong man is the one who is able to intercept at will the communication between the senses and the mind. Victory belongs to the most persevering. In war, the moral is to the physical as 3 is to 1. The battlefield is a testing ground for character. It makes or breaks a man. The strong man is strongest when alone. Victory is not always winning the battle, but rising every time you fall. The battlefield is where everything is revealed. Ideas, strategies, and most importantly, the true character of individuals. History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. The battlefield is a mirror of the mind. It reflects the inner workings of a leader. A soldier will fight long and hard for a bit of colored ribbon. A soldier's duty is to obey orders, but his privilege is to have opinions. The strong leader always takes calculated risks. Indecision is the breeding ground for failure. The battlefield is where the laurels of success are woven with the threads of sacrifice. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. The greatest danger occurs at the moment of victory. Strategy is the art of making use of time and space. I am less concerned about the latter than the former. Space we can recover, lost team never. In war, the morale is to the physical as 10 is to 1. The battlefield is where the brightest stars rise from the darkest nights. Soldiers generally win battles. Generals get credit for them. The battlefield teaches us many lessons, but none more important than the value of comradeship. To have good soldiers, a nation must always be at war. The battlefield is a harsh teacher, but a thorough one. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or very bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. A soldier's true field of honor is not the battlefield, but the human heart. The battlefield is a canvas where the art of war is painted with the brushstrokes of strategy and sacrifice. Fortune favors the audacious. In war, the moral law and the factors governing war should never be confused. A soldier should be a patriot, but not a blind one. The battlefield is where heroes are born, but character is forged in the fires of everyday life. Victory is not just about defeating the enemy, it's about overcoming oneself. The battlefield is a stage, and the soldiers are actors playing their part in the drama of history. A soldier without discipline is like a gun without bullets. The strong leader adapts to circumstances. The weak one persists in trying to adapt circumstances to himself. To understand the man, you must first know his battlefield. A soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. The battlefield is a laboratory where courage and cowardice are distilled into the essence of character. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. A soldier's honor is his most sacred possession. The battlefield is a harsh critic. It exposes both the strengths and weaknesses of a leader. The strong leader inspires others to believe in themselves. A soldier's duty is not to reason why. A soldier's duty is to do or die. The battlefield is where heroes are not born, but where they discover their true nature. A soldier's greatest weapon is not his sword or gun, but his mind. In war, the victor is not the one who wins every battle, but the one who prevails in the face of adversity. The battlefield is a forge where ordinary men are transformed into extraordinary heroes. A soldier who has no heart for the cause is a liability, not an asset. The strong leader knows the importance of both strategy and empathy. The battlefield is where the courage of a soldier and the wisdom of a general converge. A soldier's loyalty is to the flag, but his love is for his comrades. In war, the ultimate victory is not the conquest of others, but the conquest of oneself. The strong leader is not afraid to admit mistakes and learn from them. The battlefield is a harsh reality check for the dreamers and a stage for the doers. A soldier's greatest strength is not in his muscles, but in his conviction. Fortune may favor the bold, but victory favors the prepared. The battlefield is a reflection of human nature, both the noble and the base. A soldier's courage is tested not in the absence of fear, but in the face of it. The strong leader leads by example, not by decree. The battlefield is a mosaic of individual acts of courage that collectively shape the destiny of nations. A soldier's duty is to uphold not just the laws of war, but the principles of humanity. In war, there are no unwounded soldiers. The strong leader knows when to be resolute and when to be flexible. The battlefield is a classroom where history is written by those who dare to seize the pen. A soldier's honor is not in the absence of fear, but in the triumph over it. Victory is sweetest when it is shared with those who fought beside you. The strong leader is like the North Star, consistent and unwavering. In war, the greatest triumph is to win without fighting. The battlefield is a crucible where the impurities of ego and arrogance are burnt away. A soldier's true strength lies not in the weapons he carries, but in the convictions he holds. The strong leader knows the difference between confidence and arrogance. The battlefield is a canvas where the artistry of leadership is painted in bold strokes of courage and cunning. A soldier's duty is not just to protect the homeland, but to uphold its ideals. In war, the strongest weapon is the human spirit. The strong leader values not just victory, but the principles on which it is achieved. The battlefield is a stage, and each soldier is an actor playing a crucial role in the drama of war. A soldier's loyalty is not to a person or a party, but to the principles that define a nation. The strong leader listens more than he speaks, learns more than he teaches. In war, the true test of character is not the moment of triumph, but the hour of defeat. The battlefield is where the courage of a soldier and the wisdom of a general meet. A soldier's courage is not measured in the absence of fear, but in the face of it. The strong leader knows that true power lies in empowering others. The battlefield is a place where dreams of glory meet the harsh reality of sacrifice. In war, the greatest victories are not always the ones celebrated with parades. The strong leader is like a river, steady and strong, yet adaptable to the changing landscape. A soldier's duty is not just to follow orders, but to question when orders go against the principles of justice. The battlefield is a mirror reflecting the true character of those who stand on its stage. Victory is not just in overcoming the enemy, but in understanding and respecting them. The strong leader understands the value of diplomacy as much as the power of the sword. A soldier's greatest weapon is not his rifle, but his resilience. The battlefield is a harsh teacher, but the lessons it imparts are etched in the soul. In war, the price of victory is often paid in the currency of sacrifice. The strong leader knows that humility is the armor that shields against the arrows of arrogance. The battlefield is a stage where the smallest acts of courage cast the longest shadows. Victory is not just a destination, it is a journey of discipline, sacrifice, and resilience. The strong leader knows that true strength is found in the unity of purpose. A soldier's legacy is not written in the ink of conquest, but in the blood of sacrifice.